First up, you'll see Brandon Korn in a 1963 Cessna 205, James Abbott in a 1959 Cessna 182, Jason Brown in another 182, John Douglas, and guess what? Another 182, Jeff Abrams in Piperzilla, the Piper Cherokee, John McCardle in the Maul M5, and rounding out the class, Rip Shandell in a 1954 Cessna 180, and Steve Hill in a 1976 Cessna 180. You're going to see these divided over 2 heats, and you'll notice that the aircraft are paired together closely in performance and speed. That's mostly a safety thing. And seeing it on the grass with the tower off in the distance, it feels at home there. Here's Brandon Korn now taking off for the first run. That 205 is loud. And next up, James Abbott, 1959 Cessna 182 from Tennessee, digging that tail in, nursing that right main off the ground. You heard Jason Brown, 1958 Cessna 182 from Eagle, Colorado. Relatively shorter amount of time flying. He's been a private pilot since March of 2021. John Douglas in that 1964 Cessna 182 from Pinedale, Wyoming. He's actually the host. He and his wife host the Rocky Mountain STOL event. And it says here he has a top secret STOL project in the works. So who knows what that is? I imagine we'll find out in the season to come. Here's John Douglas on the roll, grabbing that bite. These airplanes are so big. Brandon Korn now over the line. It's good. Just dropping it in on those gear. He's not afraid to do it. That's why he's the champion. MPI plane, the Kiowa, the Palo, the Twin Huey, the Hip, the Huey 2, the Little Bird, the L4 Long Ranger, and the Hind. He's actually flown a Hind. Here he comes over the line now. Very gracefully down on the ground. That's James Abbott. Jason Brown now just over the line. Lexi says it's good. That was a great one for accuracy. Now he's just got to get it stopped. That yoke full back.
And spending a few $1,000s to get a $200 jacket. But you know, it's not the.
Giving it the beans, pulling back, and that right main hung on just a little bit longer, but it looked. And that was a nice and short one there for Jason Brown. Flaps preset, stick back, yoke back technically. That was insane. Brandon Korn is out for blood.
Yesterday was pretty heavy crosswinds and all of that, but it's odd. It seems pretty smooth, but when you get over those trees and it starts resting a 170, and so with us, I mean, that was just always a part of our life, which was fun.
And you're kind of leaving a legacy with Clemens Insurance, and your kids are actually involved in the industry.
Oh yeah, we have both of our boys. They're both pilots, and my wife is a pilot. I mean, Amelia Earhart and Louise Thadden were part of this air race. Well, and this air race has continued, and so this is her first year. She's going to be part of this air race across the country, and so that's kind of fun.
Absolutely incredible. We'd love to see the demographic grow in the. As always, heats. I think I scratched one of those times. The Airbus let me shut down, and fix it on the fly, and then hop back in. It worked for the second 2 heats. We just got the stock 0300. Some of these guys got, like Shannon's pushing 180 horsepower. John and Jerry are pushing at least 200 horsepower, and we're all in the same weight class.
It's really tough out there. Will we see you at some future events?
Absolutely, yeah.
Anybody back at home you want to thank?
Twin Aviation Repair for fixing my airplane up, getting me out here. You know, the airspeed indicator just this year. New cylinders and all kinds of stuff. But new size fuel senders help me keep me light out here. I was able to dial in my exact fuel quantities.
Taylor for us. They're out of Colorado, Oklahoma, and Georgia. Here's Brandon Korn. Final lap. It came off the ground, but it did settle. A little bit of backfiring action there, but that's all right. He's full throttle. That's James Abbott. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you, USA Trailers Direct. John Douglas on the roll, pulling back on that yoke, and away he goes, keeping that tail low.
What was he do?
Yeah, my brother's a mechanic over in the fighter factory at the end of the runway where our planes are parked, and he's working on a Corsair right now, I believe.
So your local flying field is just around the corner?
Yeah, it's
And we're back with a great landing from James Abbott. Brandon Korn came in full of fire and thunder, dropping it in. I don't know if you dropped the STOL event in Pinedale, Wyoming, and he is down short with a scratch, so that'll be the end of the day for him as well. That's